Hey everyone, and welcome to KFES Streaming, Convos with Cunningham. I'm Jeff Cunningham, joined today with the CEO of the Jackson Chamber of Commerce, Brian Giroux. Brian, thanks for coming
Thanks
in.
for having me in. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Good to see you. Looking sharp as always. So we were going to talk a little bit today about this initiative you guys have going on in Jackson. I'll get to that in just a second. But first, how are things going in Jackson?
Great. Knock on wood, everything's great. A busy summer, lots of visitors, lots of events. So Chamber is rolling along with our different programming. So this hotel tax is just another layer on our activity.
For those people who may not know, what would you say is why is it important? What does the Chamber of Commerce bring to Jackson? Why is it an important entity to have?
At the end of the day, it's always about recruitment, whether that is people or business or programs. It's all about recruitment. And, that's what the Chamber does, is we recruit business to the area, and with that business comes people, housing and sales tax and all the things that go with it. So that when people ask me what I do, it's recruit and retain. We want to keep the good businesses in Jackson rolling, and we want to introduce businesses to Jackson in the future.
So are there any new businesses coming to Jackson that we don't know about that you can give us a little preview of?
It's been quite interesting. Over the last couple months, Jackson has become the Italian food hub of Southeast Missouri.
I know of one of those places.
Yeah, we had Good News Brewery. They make pizzas. They're in Uptown Jackson, and Roma's right across the street from our office. And then now there's Varo's Pizza, where the old Pizza Hut used to be. So those are all brand new. So if you've got a hankering for Italian, come to Jackson.
Yeah,
we'll get you taken care of.
We tried to go to Roma's, but it was so crowded the night we went. We couldn't get in, and they weren't doing takeout. Yeah, it's not too bad. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this initiative. Tell folks what it's called real quick.
So it is Yes for a Stronger Jackson, and what it is a 5% hotel tax for the 3 hotel entities in Jackson, Missouri. It is for the Jackson residents only. It'll be on the August 4th ballot. We want to use that 5% to help promote Jackson, and that money is earmarked strictly for tourism and tourism initiatives. So that money doesn't go to general revenue, doesn't go anywhere else. It has to be applied to tourism, whether that's promotion or events, or we can use that for grant writing, match funds, anything to promote Jackson on the tourism realm.
So how much are we talking about? Do we have a lot of visitors that stay in Jackson in the hotels? And this is people, just so we understand, these are out-of-towners that are staying in.
Yes, out-of-towners. Yeah. We've been telling everybody that the visitors stay, the visitors pay. So 99.9% of Jackson residents probably will not pay this tax unless they use hotels frequently. So the day-to-day resident in Jackson most likely won't use this. It'll be the people visiting our area. We want to take that money, and one of the things we want to promote our hotels. Our hotels really in Cape County do a great job. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, they're pretty full because of events. We want to use that money, and we want to fill our hotels Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and part of Thursday as a marketing tool. So that's our goal. It's just to bring more and more people into Jackson, Missouri. And there's three entities. We really don't have like a number of how much revenue is going to be generated, but we have looked to see, with Cape has a hotel tax, Perryville has a hotel tax, Charleston has a hotel tax, Sykeston, St. John, Poplar Bluff, everybody has it around us except for Jackson. And all of those cities are using that money to promote themselves, to bring people into the area. So we're kind of falling behind a little bit.
Do you know how much money they're getting? I mean, I know those are different sized towns, but
I think Cape is well over $1 million, I believe. Really? Public Records, $1 million. So if you see how many hotels they have and their percentage and how much money they generate, you can kind of get an estimate on what Jackson is. And I think we will generate right around 100,000 to 110, which really isn't a whole lot. But that's not to say we're not going to get other hotels in the future.
Sure.
And then that gives us enough seed money to really invest in that programming and really reinvest it back in Jackson.
So I would think it'd be a bit of a challenge to get people to, fill up those hotels on the Mondays, the Tuesdays, and the Wednesdays. What's the idea there? How do you get people to come to Jackson on those days?
We just promote our other events. We promote the quality of life really in the area. And if there are events during the week, We want to be able to promote them, whether that's our trains or our farmers market or food trucks, those things that happen throughout the week. We want to be able to promote that so to bring people in. Right now in Jackson, we really don't have a unified body that promotes tourism. We have some great organizations that kind of promote their own events, but there isn't like a satellite organization, and that's where the chamber wants to step up and be a chamber and a CVB and a visitor center, and then be that hub to promote all of those events, whether it is the food truck or the train or homecomers or 4th of July, Oktoberfest. There isn't like a landing station for all of those to be promoted from one location, and that's what we want to do.
So the chamber would be in charge of this money, and anyone specific? Are you guys going to come up with a group of people within the chamber, or how's that work?
So what we'll do is we will create a board with all of those institutions, so they will all have a say on where that money is spent. It's through the city, and we'll contract with the city to allocate those funds again, and it can only be used for tourism. So the city's been a tremendous partner with the chamber for probably the last 15, 20 years, and we want to continue that, and we want to try and grow. My goal over probably the next 3 years, I want to get our population in Jackson about 20,000. And this is a big part of it, to be able to promote and then get people to move to Jackson. When you reach 20, that opens the door for more business to look at you. The bigger you get, the more people that want to look at you, more restaurants, the more retail shopping, they'll look at you if you can get above that 20,000 threshold.
And where are we at now?
We're right at 16.
Gotcha.
So about 3,000 more before the next census is kind of my goal.
So in today's world, it's a challenge to promotion, advertising, things like that. There's all kinds of different ways to do it, online. TV, radio, whatever. What are you guys thinking with this money? You say you want to promote Jackson. How are you going to promote them? Us.
You won't see. You'll see a portion of this locally, but most of it is going to go outside of Jackson, because we've got a captured audience in Jackson. But we want to do statewide publications. We want to do statewide commercials. We want to do billboards. You name it, whether it's in St. Louis or Memphis, to draw people to our area. And I think that will benefit the region, of course. So we want to promote outside. And one of our big, strategies is we want to be as transparent as possible. We're telling everybody, Jackson residents only, visitors only, 5%. This is the revenue that it's going to generate. It's not rental property. It's not Airbnbs or VRBOs or anything like that. It is strictly the 3 entities in Jackson, the 3 hotels. And so I think transparency, whenever you're talking about a tax, is so vitally important. And we want to tell everybody where that money's going, since it is earmarked for tourism. You know where it's going and how it's going to be spent and where it's going to go and who's going to be involved. And we're just trying to get that message out right now.
Sure. So have you guys done some research as to how effective billboards are? I mean, do they work?
They do. It's just
other things, not just billboards.
Yeah, but location is everything. But we want to partner, with Missouri Department of Tourism to see what we can do as far as programs to promote Southeast Missouri to the rest of the state. We get approached by publications to promote Jackson all the time. And right now, without that tax revenue, there isn't a whole lot of seed money to really be effective. And as you know, in advertising, it's consistency, and you got to be able to do it you got to sustain it for a very, very long time. And so that way you have a billboard or you have a commercial or you have a radio spot, you put it on Spotify or whatever. You can advertise wherever. You got to have that consistency. And if you only have a few $1,000s, you're probably not going to reach that many people, and you're not going to be that effective. So with this allotment, we think we can use that to reach a lot of people for a long term.
So, for instance, there's a concert tonight in Jackson, if I'm not mistaken,
yes.
Right? So, well, first off, go ahead and tell people, if you don't mind, and give us an example of how you would promote that in the future.
We have an amazing band shell in Jackson, Missouri, and it brings out thousands of people. And the challenge on that it's not really a challenge. That's a captured audience. And I'm looking at, if you get, you do the special concerts and you get 2,000, 3,000 people, I'm thinking, if we did extended promotion, could that be another 500? Could that be another 1,000 people? And with that, when they come into the area, those 1,000 people, you know what they're doing on a
sure.
at 5 o'clock at night. They're eating dinner, they're getting gas, and they're shopping, and they're staying in Jackson, which promotes our area. And we love that sales tax, that retail sales tax goes to our police and fire and road, so that helps everybody. And so, you know, we want to be able to, you know, if we create that event, we want to do some social media marketing or do some commercials on KFES, and that goes to Kentucky, Tennessee, you know, whatever that reach is to bring people in. So.
And what is that concert tonight?
Boy, what is it? You caught me.
Oh,
I don't know the name. I'm sorry.
Someone told me too earlier.
I know there is.
So the hotels, you said the 3 hotels in Jackson, they're on board. I mean, the corporate structure of these hotels, they're in favor of this tax as well?
We have got no pushback. One of our it's a strategy, but one of the things we want to do as far as being transparent is before we roll this out, we contacted all 3 of those hotels. We also contacted hotel owners in Cape Girardeau because my goal is to get more than 3 in Jackson down the road. We approached them. We kind of gave them our strategy, let them know that this is not, it's not a penalty. We're not trying to hurt you. We want to take this investment from our visitors, and we want to reinvest it to help you grow your hotels. We have, knock on wood, we haven't gotten any pushback from anybody.
I'm sure they want to be promoted, right?
Sure, absolutely. And you know, if I had somebody that said, "Hey, we're gonna put people," and it's really no additional cost to the hotel owners, I would be all for it. So it is a marketing arm of those hotels, and you know, we would love to have another hotel in Jackson, you know, down the road. And so we wanted to be transparent with all the hotel owners and let them know this is what we're doing, and you know, this is our goal for the next 10 years and what we're going to do.
So if folks want to get some more information on this, is there a place they can go online to see the...
So they can call the chamber at 573-243-8131. Go to jacksonmochamber.org. We're located on 1846 East Jackson Boulevard. Stop by. If anybody has any questions, our doors are always open. They can come and talk with me. They can talk with my team about Stronger for Jackson. We'll sit down and we'll talk with anybody or any group, just so that there's no misinformation or there's a full understanding of what that initiative is. People are like, well, is this countywide? No, it's just City of Jackson. Is this rentals? Nope, it's just the 3 entities. 5%. That is strictly for tourism. So we try and make it as simple as possible. So it's not gray. And so people really understand, especially going into August, there's going to be a lot of tax issues. There's going to be 4. I think there's 4. And we're going to be right in the middle of it. And you know, you want your voters to be educated on all those topics.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's really important. And even if somebody doesn't like it, they can call me, and I would love to hear that perspective. Not that I'm going to change their mind, but we want to hear that. We want to hear that concern, and maybe we can educate them, maybe not, but at least we afford them that luxury to really tell them what we're trying to do.
Okay, cool. Well, Brian, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And we appreciate the information. And thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm Jeff Cunningham. And until next time, we're signing off.